Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bowman here, and I first of all have to apologize for the abrupt ending of the last video. But we're continuing on in this video, and it'll actually be without my face cam this time. I've been having some minor lighting issues, so at least for this video and maybe for the next one, we're just going to continue without my face cam, but that will not stop me from making videos. So we're going to finish our quest here of freeing the slaves. So I believe we just have to return here to Hendak, I think his name is. Yep, Hendak.
This is worth it.
You've completed the task, I see. I can't tell you how overjoyed I am that so many children were rescued, and that nobody will face slavery here again. At least for a while. I'm not naive enough to think that the slavers will not return. I shall watch for them, however, and fight them if I can. Nice. You've done more than was required of you, and for that you have Hendrik's most humble thanks. I've collected some of this guy's more valuable items here for you. I hope this is at least some small reward for the good you have done.
We do good things here. All will remember the heroes that are Minsk and Boo and you.
Right you are, Minsk. Only good things will come from the examples we set. Yes, lead evil by example, and one day we need no longer put the boots to those that stray off the path of goodness into the muck and bile of villainy and track great bloody footprints across our willy white tiles. Boo will have cleaned wood shavings, you evil bastards. Okay. Looks like Yoshimo leveled up. Let's see. To weapon style? Right. I'm gonna cut right here and sell some stuff, and we'll be back.
I hope this is worth it.
You have arrived. I had worried I might have to discipline Valen for failing to deliver her message. I am Bodhi, and I greet you warmly.
Oh boy. Warm you may be, but you're in a very cold place. Was this necessary?
You may be concerned about why we must meet here. There are a number of reasons, only a few of which you need to worry about. First, I shall introduce myself. I am Bodhi. I have asked you here because we are unlikely to be overheard, and so you can see the benefits of working with me. Follow, please, and stay exactly in my step. You would regret doing other. This is the entrance to the hold that I offer you access to. Oh, I am sorry. I have moved ahead of myself. I should outline what I intend. You are employed, of course, and do errands occasionally. No doubt you have questioned the intent of your employer on occasion. If you haven't, then you should. You work for these shadow thieves, on the pretense they will help locate your missing companion, Imoen. Yes, they are shadow thieves, And yes, they are as nefarious as you've probably heard.
I would offer an alternative. I would seek you find your friends for, 15,000 gold. It is a sizable amount, less than the Shadow Thieves have asked for, and coincidentally, it is what you have now. Such enough from this woman sends chills up and down my spine like angry weasels, but Soren will know what to do. Even Boo is confident of this. I don't know if this is such a good idea, Soren. I feel frightened all of a sudden. Maybe we should just leave. Perhaps this is not a bad idea. We would have much coin and achieve the same goal, it seems, although it would be certain to make enemies of the Shadow Thieves. Enough. It is obvious you have questions. Ask them and appease your curiosity, if not your conscience. How do you know of my involvement with the Shadow Thieves, or even that they are Shadow Thieves? I know a great deal about you in this place, Soren. You are a relative newcomer and have much to learn. Certainly you have had your doubts about those helping you. You will be unable to turn down my offer, even if I demand a few gestures to prove your loyalty. There is a monopoly in this town, and I intend to break it. I will ask you to weaken the resources of the Shadow Thieves. I am not so vain as to think them easily destroyed, but many of their members will join with me. I make no illusion about what will be required of you. I wish you to kill, and I wish you to terrorize. You must determine if you have the stomach for it. 15,000 is a lot, but I will compensate you well for it. You will ultimately have Imoen, and a few magical trinkets too. And rest assured, I will help you find Imoen. I will help you find Irenicus, but not just for your reasons. I have an interest in Irenicus myself. Support me, and you will revel in the destruction of the largest criminal organization south of Waterdeep, though the big bad thieves have been rather soft as of late. And you will help me find Imoen for 15,000. I still wonder why you would do this. I can afford to be generous, but don't think this is without risk. You do not oppose the largest thieves guild in the southern realms and expect to walk away. You are within their structure, so you are valuable. I could stage an open aggression, but that would spill much blood, and I always hate when that happens. This will be a peaceful arrival, relatively speaking. The deaths will be strategic, almost artistic. You will be precise in your bloody strikes. Now is the time for deciding. I cannot wait too long, and I tire of talking. Choose your allegiance, the masters you serve, or the mistress that will let you destroy them. I don't know if I trust this Bodhi. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to side with her. You're a deceitful creature in league with my enemy. I refuse your offer. That is unfortunate. Very well, you may go. You have made an enemy here today, and I will face you on my own terms when the inevitable time comes. What if we just killed you now?
Fear is for those of no confidence.
Damn.
What is it?
Have I told you of how I was captured and enslaved initially?
No, you haven't. It was my fault, really. I was away from Dale, flying just for the glory of it. I spotted a large group of armed men assaulting some humans on the ground below. They were slavers, although I didn't know that at the time. When I saw a human child crying and desperately trying to run away from them, my heart clenched with concern. I was distraught. My mother had always warned me to be wary of outsiders, but I did not heed her warnings this time. I flew down to aid the child, swooping to carry him away. The child was surprised and frightened, and his struggle slowed me, enough so that a slaver struck me with an arrow. I plummeted to the ground and was knocked unconscious. When I awoke, I was in my cage. I was the prize of the slavers, to be sold to the highest bidder. They were pleased to sell me to the circus for a great amount of gold. I suppose I suppose I was glad to learn that the child escaped after all. He ran away after my fall. Hopefully he survived. What else could you have done? It's not your fault it turned out as it did, Ari. It is, though. It was foolish of me to disregard my teachings, and I have paid for it dearly. I was bereft of my home and then my wings, Soren. I'm glad that Quail yet lives and I have found you, Soren. Perhaps the gods have begun to forgive my foolish pride. Alright, give me 1 second. I have to try this quest one more time because it's bothering me. So I'll cut here and we'll see what happens. Give me 1 second. So it turns out that I actually forgot that little rod that I need to fit into that thing in that tomb. I'm pretty sure I dropped it way back a video or two ago, so there's no way, I don't think, of getting that back, so we're just gonna have to forget about it.
I hope this is worth it.
It is about time you have arrived. First I must say that I know your reputation. It is now irrelevant. You will be judged according to how you serve. The task I ask will be treacherous, but you seem capable. Serve well and you will be rewarded. Display any treachery and it will be seen. Not to the task. You heard that fool in the street? If what he says is true, it threatens to upset a delicate balance. A new power would only disrupt the way of things. If he is lying, then whatever cult he is proposing can only serve to hurt those it bilks into following him. What signs point to this? I would not wish to upset a legitimate faith. Nothing points to the emergence of a new deity. It would be impossible to hide such an event from the great guard that is Helm. What does remain unseen is the fate of those that have chosen to follow. We have lost some of our younger faithful, and they must be accounted for. This prophet preyed on the people's need for security. Can you not offer this? Helm offers unwavering stability. True faith has no instant reward. Helm very rarely appears in physical form. Walking with mortals is not the way of the gods. And if it turns out to be a legitimate faith, what then? Nothing points to the emergence of a new deity. It would be impossible to hide such an event from the great guard that is Helm. Alright. I'll see what can be done. But it's not going to be free. He of the unsleeping eyes must know of this cult. The blindness they promote is abhorrent to Helm. We ask you to investigate and identify what is happening. The Vigilant One informs us the cult is underground and close, but we cannot see past their sewers. You must infiltrate it, as friend or conqueror. The sewer entrances are marked on your map. You must suffer the filth of the sewers and find the filth of the cult. They are not hiding amidst the pipes, so there will be a passage leading further away. It is good as done. I will return with the answers you seek. May the Great Guard give light to all wrongs against you. You may seek healing and tools to aid here as you need. Ask an acolyte and you will receive. Our resources are thin at the moment, but an ally of Helm and a servant of Torm is awaiting you at the sewers now. Seek Keldorn to serve with you. Faith guide you both.
Helm sees all.
Be ever watchful, Lord. Do you require services of Helm? I don't know, do I? What? Do you have any, No, you don't have anything.
ready.
I hope this is worth it.
Cast off your old beliefs and be saved.
You shall cower before the dread gaze of the unseen eye. Bow down and pluck out your monstrosities, or you are thrown into the pit of faithless. Who are you? I am your dreaded savior. I am the fire that shall light the path to your redemption, faithless one. Hear my words and tremble in the knowledge that you have been presented the chance to worship amongst the unseeing. Once I was a worshipper of the false helm, but I have been shown the true path and been stripped of my eyes. I will drag you onto the true path. Oh, quake you will in your boots if you refuse the benevolent gift of the unseeing eye. You will smite those who errantly hold on to their bulbs or orbs of false sight, and cast them into the pit of the faithless. All of you will shake with fear beyond him. Who is the unseeing eye? The unseeing eye has come to us and shown us the true path. I have stricken my eyes only to see what has never been before revealed. The Master was called on us to spread the word of who shall cause the false gods to cry out in the folly before his sightless gaze. Are you saying that everyone should strike themselves blind? What kind of foolishness is this? I see better than you, faithless one. I see the false gods stink as it wafts from your soul. Cast aside your unholy ways and bow down before the unseeing eye. I'll be leaving you now. Excuse me. Oh, you surely shall burn, you will. The foul sight that you linger on shall draw its holy presence before you, and you shall be cast from this world as a blight of evil. The faithless shall beware his coming, and the faithful shall rejoice. Interesting. Alright. Well, I think we're going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for joining me as we continue our playthrough here of Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Amon. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe down below. And thank you guys for watching. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.